got this feeling.
Hi, welcome back to part 3 of Essential Oils 101 with the Oil Revival team. I'm Michelle McCool, and today we're going to talk about the essential oils that come in the Premium Starter Kit. It's also called the Everyday Oils Kit. Everyday Oils, because it gives you a tool for every single thing that you should need in your household on a daily basis. So if you missed it, part 1, I talked a little bit about how I got started. In part 2, we talked about the what, why, and how to use essential oils. If you missed those, please go back and watch them. It'll definitely give you a basis for understanding today's information better. If you've already watched them, then let's get started. Hi. Before we go over the oils, I want to tell you a few differences in the labeling that will help you understand what's going on. So do you see how half the oils are colored bands and half the oils are white? The white bands are a vitality line. That means that they have been set up and approved by Young Living to be nutritional supplements. These are the oils you're going to use in your waters, that you're going to take internally. These are the oils that you're going to use in your cooking and your margaritas. Oh yeah. So there is a huge line of the oils. One of the things that I want you to know is that the oils are the same. The lemon vitality is the same as the lemon topical. But the FDA requires that we label internal oils separately. They come from the same vat, they're in 2 different bottles. But that allows the company to teach you which oils are good for internal use and which ones are good for topical use. Capiche? I want to start with something fun in my pocket. Lemon oil. It is literally a pocket full of sunshine. It smells good. It is uplifting. It is sanitizing. It is money saving. It supports your brain. It supports memory recall. They've studied it in test taking, and there were substantial differences in the scores from the kids that took the test with lemon oil diffusing and the ones that didn't. It is great for digestive system. It is great for your skin system. Lemon oil is extremely versatile. It's really clean and beautiful, and everybody seems to love the smell. It's a favorite. I have a couple of fun stories to share with you. The first is I have on occasion managed to super glue my fingers together. Anybody ever done that? You don't have to raise your hand. I know it's kind of embarrassing. But I used to have to let it wear off or scrub it off and hurt myself. And now I just put a single drop of lemon oil on it and it just balls up, goes away. That's a really nice stress reliever when I don't have to deal with that. Another really fun story is a friend of mine moved into a new house. She was there about 2 weeks and her daughter spilled hot pink fingernail polish all over the carpet. She used a couple of drops of lemon oil, scrubbed it up. After 2 drops, it was still just a really light pink hue. She used a 3rd drop, it was gone. She took a picture of it, sent it to me, bragging, because it cost her about 15 cents to deal with the problem. Thank you so much for letting me share lemon oil with you. The next oil in the kit we're going to talk about is Stress Away. This is actually a bonus oil. It doesn't come in the 10 oil kit, but you do get it with your Premium Starter Kit. This is the oil for days that adulting seems like a challenge. Right? Because sometimes you just want to be a kid again. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with paying bills and scheduling and jobs and people. Stress Away is a fantastic solution for those days. This is also a great oil to put on topically for, I hold stress and tension in my neck and in my shoulders. So this is an oil that I'm going to put a drop or 2 on that area and rub it in. And it's going to help relieve the stress and the tension that you're carrying in your body as well. Very versatile oil. Speaking of good applications to help relieve stress, have you ever looked at the consequences of long-term stress? I'm not going to go into it in detail. We want to try to keep this fun and light, but there are a lot of mental health disorders that have been linked to stress. A lot of cardiovascular diseases, heart disease, high blood pressure, heart attacks, stroke. eating disorders, skin and hair problems even. Did you know that? Skin and hair problems. That's crazy. I Googled the top leading causes of death in our country. Heart disease, cancer, respiratory diseases. I actually looked up respiratory diseases. It's been linked to stress. The next one is accidents. That's another oil. But I just want to let you know, stress is a big deal. It's a really big deal. And just carrying it around with you all day, because you can deal with it, sometimes there's long-term consequences. We don't have to deal with that. Let's help relieve it when it starts. Thank you for listening to Stress Away. How many of you have ever worked out a little too hard at the gym or in the yard, played a little too hard on the court or the field? Something where your body has rebelled and you wake up finding that you have muscles you were not even aware of? Copaiba is a great solution for that. It's one of the oils that we have in topical form and in Vitality. Remember the difference? There's not really one. It's just the labels, right? So you can use them either way. Put them in a veggie capsule, consume them. It's going to help you all over. So if you're dealing with an injury or overworked muscles that are strained, let's say your knee, your back, your elbow, whatever part of your body is communicating with you, hit it with some Copaiba, and pretty soon you'll be singing. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel. Yeah, it's like that. Copaiba will help your entire system. Thank you for listening. Speaking of sports injuries and angry muscles, Panawe is another oil that comes in the kit that helps support your skeletal system when you do dumb things to yourself, like drop a knife on your foot. I did that too. I knocked a big, huge butcher knife off the cabinet, landed in my foot, tip side down, and probably should have gone to the hospital, but I didn't because I had my oils to help me deal with the discomfort that caused and to help keep the wound clean and help my body recover from that. So, Panawe is an oil that we love in our house for when we have those situations where our body is communicating with us in a very negative way. I could drink you by the case. You're my Panawe is a really, really great tool for just keeping your body supported and healthy and free of just the common discomforts that happen in life. Panawe is one of the oils that we have that helps relieve stiffness, exhaustion, cramps, sprains, improve balance, and promote normal circulation. I had a friend at the gym that was having major problems with her knees. She was pushing really hard in class, and she had been to several different doctors. The doctors kept looking at her, checking it, feeling it, wrapping it, doing things like that. They were finally at the point where she needed to go get an MRI. It had been going on for months. She didn't know what was going on. Took her out to my car after we finished our Zumba class, and we layered a couple of these oils that we've talked about here tonight. We layered them on her knee, and the next day I ran into her at the gym, asked her how her knee was doing, and she was flicking it at me, talking about how great it felt, and it hadn't bothered her all night long. Panawe is a really, really great support oil. Love it. Next we're going to talk about peppermint. Have you ever heard the expression butt thumping? Probably not. It's a McCool thing. But when we have those days in our house where we need to be more productive than we are, go to the gym, have some kind of thing that you're trying to do and you just don't have the energy to get it done or sustain, peppermint. Drop a peppermint in your water. Fantastic. Speaking of consuming peppermint, which you can because it's a vitality oil, peppermint fudge and peppermint brownies, off the hook. So good. So good. Peppermint has about 50 different uses all by itself. It is one of the most versatile oils we have. It's really great for lowering an elevated body temperature, soothing a common headache. It's great for stomach support. Again, we've already talked about energy. There are dozens of uses for this oil. One of my favorite stories is a friend of mine came to me and said that her daughter plays rugby and out on the rugby field, she gets really overheated easily. And then she tries to drink a lot of water, but she can't really drink enough water to stay cooled down. So her mom made her up a little bottle of water and peppermint, and she sprays it on her neck and back to cool off on the field. Peppermint binds with your cold receptors and activates them, so it works really well for that. When her teammates learned what she was doing, they would come, when she had her bottle out, they would come and they would line up and she would just hose everybody down. Another favorite for using peppermint for cooling people down is the other end of the age spectrum. You feel me, ladies? This works beautifully to cool you off. Many uses, can't even list them all. Peppermint is a great addition to daily life. I want to keep this a reasonable time for you, so we've covered a few of the oils in the premium starter kit. Come back on the next episode and we'll cover the rest. Thanks.
That sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenal.